Okay, hopefully the quickest video on differential equations and slope fields ever. So we're asked to consider the differential equation dy dx is equal to negative 2x over y. And then we're asked to sketch the slope field. This came off of the AP Calculus AB 2005 free response exam. And we're asked to sketch that, and we're provided with this. So this is all we're going to do here. We're going to start writing these, kind of approximating these slopes. So let's take this, for example. This right here is the point 0, negative 1, right? So we have the point 0, negative 1. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to use this dy dx as my template. And I'm going to take negative 2 times, in this case, 0 over y. It says y is negative 1. Of course, that has a slope of 0. So I go to this point, 0, negative 1 right here, and I'm just going to draw a slope of 0. So it's just a horizontal line, slope of 0, right? It's my slope field. If we look up here, the same thing is going to happen here, isn't it? Right? The same thing is going to happen here. The same thing is going to happen down here, isn't it? Because why that's true is because the x values keep coming out to be 0. So this and this, isn't it? Now I'm going to go ahead and start doing my other points. I'm going to take this point right here. And this point right here is the point negative 1, 2. So point negative 1, 2. So negative 1, 2. So we have negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Right? So that's this point right here. So I'm just going to draw in this slope that I'm going to say, let this be a slope of 1, right? Let this be a slope of 1. I'm going to do the next one, and it's the point negative 1, negative 1, 1, isn't it? So negative 1, 1, negative 1, 1 gives me a slope of 2. So what do I know about this? This is a slope of 1 here, so all I'm going to do is make sure that I make this thing look a little bit steeper, so you can tell that it's steeper than that one, right? Then I'm going to go over, I'm going to do the next point. I'm going to say this is the point 1, 2, right? So the point 1, 2. So take this, point 1, 2. Find the slope. 1, y is 2. So we have negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1, isn't that right? So we have a slope of negative 1 there. I'm not trying to make sure the slopes look exactly like this is not exactly a slope of this, but I am going to make it comparatively different than the next slope down here. So I'm going to go to the next one, and that's the point 1, 1, isn't it? So I'm going to go to the point 1, 1. Hopefully you see what's happening here. 1, 1. I'm going to plug it into the equation. 1, 1, 1, 1. And you see that's going to give me a slope of negative 2. So what do I know? This is a slope of negative 1, so this one's just going to be steeper. And that's what your reader's going to be looking for. And if you're not sure it looks steeper, then go back and make it look steeper yet. You know what I mean? Just make sure if this is a slope of negative 1 and this is a slope of negative 2, just make sure this one looks steeper here, right? And then I went through, I did the same thing over and over and over again. I did this point here. Right? I did this point here. Then I did this point here. I did this point here. And this point here, using the same method over and over and over. And that's my slope field. That's my slope field. Now, if you look here, the y value is 0. So if you put a y value of 0, this becomes out undefined. Don't touch it. Don't put anything. Don't put a vertical line. Don't put anything. It's undefined, and the best way to notate that for AP purposes is just to leave it exactly the way it is. All right? So look, you guys, I hope this was really helpful. I think there's about a 10% chance that you see this on the free response section. It doesn't show up that often, but when it does, that's what it looks like. Then they're going to ask you to find a line tangent, and then they'll ask you for a particular solution because they're going to give you an initial condition, and I'm going to do a video on that. I'm also going to do a video in just a minute on how to use your ti-nspire CAS to do this. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments, please let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thanks.